Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Fortnite Legendary Series Enforcer by Jazwares, based on the Fortnite game by Epic Games. This came out in 2019 and I got this through an online store sometime in 2020. Here is the package. Has a nice window package where we can see the action figure and all the accessories that it comes with. I prefer the window packages so it's easier to see what I'm getting and to make sure everything is okay when I buy it. So here is the front. Here is the top. Here is the bottom. And one side. And the other side. Here is the back with a picture of Enforcer. Balance and order must be restored. And here is the cross sell for Series 1 of the Legendary Series action figures. I have reviewed the others here. There is only one more left in Series 1 after this one. So I will open this up and review the action figure itself. Here are the accessories that come with the Enforcer action figure. We have two face plates where the eyes are a little bit different. Wide open eyes, and then one wide open eye and a normal eye there. Normal for whatever this character is. And the other face plate still on the action figure, where both eyes are at normal width. Looks pretty cool. And here is a grenade with some painting and a lot of work put into it. You clip it over the hand so the action figure is holding it from this handle. Here is some sort of can, a lot of painting decoration there. This little hole here is meant to be meant for the thumb of the action figure to plug into it to make it look like it's holding it. Here is the back bling, a little bit of painting on it, and it looks like it's meant to be a shield, but this plugs into the hole in the back of the action figure. And there are a couple of handles, however, it takes too much work to put the fingers through it, and it still doesn't look quite right. So this can only be used as a back bling. And here's the harvesting tool. I like this harvesting tool because it actually looks like a weapon. So it seems to be in a gray silvery plastic with some painting on it. So this looks good. And then here is a weapon. I think this is meant to be a sniper rifle. It's a little bit pliable because it's very thin plastic here, but they put some painting on it. I think it's some kind of wrap in the game. I don't actually play the game, but I do like the action figure. So these are some nice looking accessories. Here is the Enforcer action figure. Let's take a look at how tall he is. According to the tape measure, he's about 6 1/8 inches tall. I think that's with the hood attached to his head, so he's a little bit, just a tiny bit over 6 inches without the hood. So let's take a closer look. Here he does have a hood. This is a pliable plastic piece and it does come off easily. And there's a pliable plastic piece that is meant to be a scarf that wraps around his neck. If we look at the back here, there's a little space for a peg. And the back of the hood, there is a little peg here. So that pegs into the back, and the way the hood is designed, I think these parts are hooks that are meant to go under the scarf to help keep the hood in place. However, it does come off pretty easily. We do want to take the hood off sometimes so that we can move the head so we can get to the faceplate. It's better to pull it off from the bottom here, and then we can replace the faceplate. It's an interesting design by Jazwares. So, looks rather scary and menacing. I do like the hood, it makes it look cool. But let's put the hood back on. And now we have some extra shoulder pads. These are attached to the body, and these are hard plastic pieces, and they are hinged so they get out of the way of the arms. So I do like that. That way we can articulate the arms. We'll get to the articulation in a moment. It's a nice armored body. Looks like an interesting design there. So a lot of nice work went into this action figure. And then pants are sculpted to simulate cloth material. And then armored knee pads, and it looks like some armor on the boots. And then treads on the bottom of the boots. A lot of nice detail there. And peg holes. And more sculpting work on the back. So not only the front, but also the back. And armored back here. And then there's a piece that looks like it's attached to the body, an extra piece that I think it's meant to give extra armor to the figure. So, very nice. Now, let's take a look at the articulation. Now, to get the articulation of the head, the hood is in the way there, so without the hood, we can look up very high, and we can look down, and we can turn side to side, and no real tilting there. The shoulder pads get out of the way, and there are small butterfly joints. They don't move very much for me, but I think it's there. And then the shoulders go out. They are ratcheted, and they are not too stiff. So a little bit of snapping in there, but still works. To get 360, we want to look out for the pad here. And we do have bicep swivel. That's good. And double jointed elbows. Very nice. And then the wrist can turn. And I don't know if there's a hinge. It's maybe a very tight hinge. And there's finger articulation on both hands. So very interesting detail. And I don't see any hinge on this wrist, or I can't get it to move. It's very tight, so I'm not going to push too hard. There's a diaphragm cut. We can move around. Very stiff. But we can move around just a little bit. And I don't think there's a waist twist, or if there is, it's blocked by this extra piece glued onto the action figure. And he can do the splits very nicely. Pretty good there. Let's get these back down. Now these are ratcheted. Okay, we can kick forward and not back very much. There's an upper thigh twist. And then there's double jointed knees. Looks okay. And no boot cut on this one. And there's pivoting on the ankles. And this ankle can move down a little bit and up just a little bit, not very much. There's toe articulation. Now this ankle does have pivoting and toe articulation, but I have not been able to move the ankle up or down, so I think it's stuck or stiff or something. But if I push too hard, I'm afraid I'm going to break it. So there seems to be a little bit of a gap here. We might be able to see it. So I'm a little bit worried about pushing very hard. I don't want to break it. So I'm a little disappointed about that one ankle joint. That's why I have to pose the action figure with the leg outstretched a little bit. Takes a little bit of work to get him to stand. Let me put the hood on. Can I get him to stand again? Now it takes a little work to get it balanced just right. Takes a little bit of work and he's slightly hunched over, but I think that's alright for now. The HammerTron rating is not really very good. Biggest problem is the ankle joint. That bothers me that it's not able to work, and if I keep pushing I'm afraid I'll break it, and I spent too much money on this to want to break this, so I'm a little unhappy about how much trouble I have with that particular ankle. Other than that though, it does look pretty cool, and I can at least get it to stand and stay standing for the most part. So I like how cool it looks. It's just I think the joints should be working right out of the package. Despite the problem with the joint, at least the foot is still attached and it hasn't broken yet, so I'm still able to use this action figure and keep it on display with the others and maybe put it in some nice dioramas. So all in all, it's still okay, an okay action figure despite my low rating. I'm still just not happy about the problem with the joint. So thank you for watching my review. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.